This is the new Hanse 590. It's a genuine game changer in terms of what to expect from this size of boat in this category. I'm going to unclip you in a second. We're going to have a quick look around because it is really worth seeing. So the first thing to talk about is this hardtop, which is simply huge, and the sun protection for the helms is fantastic. Obviously the usual kind of slide away section in the middle so you can see the sails. Nice big steering pedestals. That's a 12-inch Raymarine plotter. You've got your engine control, Sleipner proportional control, bow and stern thruster, series of buttons for your sail and winch operations, displays when you're sat out here and your outboard helm position. Same over on the other side. You've got a great big barbecue box under this central seat. You've got winches down here, so everything from a helming point of view and sail controls is back at the aft end of the boat, leaving this phenomenal social lounging guest area forwards. And I think the bit I like the most is these forward facing chaise longue seats in front of the helm. So when you're sat here with a nice comfortable backrest, that's the view you get. So when you're sailing along, everything's set up nicely, you've got your autopilot on or someone else is helming. This is the pick of the seats. You've got two huge cockpit tables. These particular ones are on telescopic legs, so they lower down and do that, making a about 3 meter long sun lounging bed. Again, all of this is underneath this giant hard top. The main sheets on the top of that structural arch there, the hard top is on. The other thing the hard top creates, which is a kind of fortunate byproduct, is these handrails here. So when you're stood at the helm, you've got a handrail either side, and if you're moving around the cockpit, again, these things are hugely beneficial. The other thing this creates is the access forward. So you've come out from the helm, you've done what you need to do at the winch, you want to go forward up the boat, you just get to walk through here. The hard top flares in here, so when you step up these couple of steps here, you don't bash your head. You'll notice on the side here you've got a solid rail. Again, that is optional, but it's 50% higher than they normally are. So even at 6 foot, that's at high thigh height. So you've got a lovely safe boat to move forward in. As you'd expect from a Hanse, the decks and the coach roof are beautifully clear and uncluttered. Obviously this is a stubby show mast, but you can see what you've got there. You've got the main sheet up on the arch, you've got a keel stepped mast, you've got nice clear decks as you go forwards. This can either be a sail locker or, in this case, a crew cabin, so you've got a loo there, cupboard, wash basin, and a 2 meter bed there with a load of shelving. As with anything above the 460 in terms of length, you have a twin forestay arrangement, so your inner stay is your self-tacking jib, your outer stay is your 140% reaching genoa. You've got a nice glass fixed windscreen here. You can have a piece of canvas that zips in to fill in that gap between the windscreen and the hardtop. These tracks up under here mean that you can put a side screen in there to protect from either late evening sun or rain, depending on what you need to think about. Barbecue, prep area, sink, additional fridge, and last but not least, that little hatch you can see there is the hydraulic passerelle that pops out. In the back there, when that door's down, You've got an athwartships dinghy garage for a 3.2 metre rib, which has got an electric davit arm to lift it in and out. Loads of light down below. This particular boat doesn't have it, but these can slide forward electronically to let even more light in as an option. The inside is no less stunning, quite honestly. So various layout configurations. This one's got the chart table slash guest space here, and you've got your 12-volt switch panel, stereo, VHF. You take a little step down into the galley area where you've got your full-size domestic fridge, freezer drawers, tons of storage, sink and a half. These are rather nice in this moulded Corian. You've got tons of places to shove things. Usual cooker, loads of drawers, dishwasher drawer in this case. The trim level is genuinely interesting. So they've trimmed these bulkheads, the mast has a nice trim on it, the handrails have got leather on them. This is an optional owner's cabin layout here as well, so you can turn the bed around the other way, so you end up with a really nice island bed facing forward, head aft, and then you come forward into a huge owner's dedicated shower space, and low full height hanging wardrobe there. Nice little sofa on that side. You've got another drinks fridge in here. These high level cupboards in a kind of light ice white, ice grey, whatever colour you want to call it, painted finish, they kind of disappear into because the trim level underneath is the same colour, and the storage is phenomenal, and every single one of those is a relatively deep storage cupboard. This saloon table is a thing of beauty. Again, like the cockpit tables, that lowers down to create another huge bed if you desire it to be such a thing. You've got two very large doubles back here. Because of the way it's organised on the other side, this is a shower cubicle on this side and a heads and wash basin in there with access from either side. On this side, this particular boat has given up the shower cubicle on this side in return for a utility room, but actually it leaves the port side guests with fairly decent sized heads anyway. So if you didn't have the utility room, you'd go through a screen here into another big dedicated shower cubicle. So you get to choose how the inside of your new Hanse 590 is laid out. TV pops up out of there, bottle storage in there. It's seriously fab.